Hey, welcome to the CrossFit 3234 Vision and Goals Planning Sheet. My name is John. I'm the owner of CrossFit 3234. Thank you all so much for watching this video. We want to be able to bring this to you to help you reach your goals. And if there's any way that we can do this, please let us know. So starting off, what are we doing here? So vision and goals. Our intent with this is designed to give you a space to think about what really matters to you and where you're heading in life. It's about defining what is authentically important to you and then setting out to make it a reality. So we're gonna go through 6 concepts here. They're tried, true, tested methods for clarifying your vision and then setting goals to make it a reality. So use this program to guide your vision and goals process. If at any time during this you want to stop the video, work on the worksheet, please feel free to. I'm gonna go straight through it. It will take you anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even longer to go through, just depending on how hard the questions are and how much you want to think about it. So starting off with our first concept, possibility, right? We want to set our vision and goals and a possibility beyond what are likely to happen. So a few ways to get into this possibility, right? We want to let our past be the past. We tend to look into the past in order to create our future, yet a goal set from the past will likely create what already exists and inherently has limitations. So remove perceived constraints. What limitations do you create for yourself that don't actually exist, right? An example of this is I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time. So our last one is shift from below the line to above the line. Fear and doubt will hold you back from setting powerful goals. All right, moving on here to our second concept, vision, right? Your vision for your ideal life will drive your goals. Your purpose of setting your vision is to create a clear picture of your ideal life so your goals become powerful and meaningful to you. The vision articulates what you're out for in life and your greatest ambitions. It will give you a reason to get out of bed in the morning, something to get excited about, right? So why are you setting goals? Where will it get you? So a powerful vision, which we're gonna go through later on in this worksheet, is set 10 plus years in the future, is clear and concise enough with enough detail to feel complete in a paragraph or 2. Incorporates all major domains in your life. We're gonna go through 3 here: health, personal, and career. Moves you emotionally, gets you excited, maybe even a little bit nervous. Uses present tense language, right? Write it as if you're already there. Is authentic to you and grounded in your passions and unique greatness to the world. So, third concept here, balance, right? We just talked about that career, that personal, and that health. So, we want to make sure it's balanced in all those major domains of life. Having balanced goals leads to a balanced life, while having goals in only one area can leave your desires for other areas unfilled. Okay, so 3 major domains in life: personal, career, health, which we will go through in this worksheet. And then these can mean different things for different people, right? Use this exercise to clarify what that is for you, okay? So for somebody that's 28 years old, it's gonna be different than somebody that's 75. Maybe their career is not as much in the forefront as somebody that younger would be, right? But maybe their personal and or family is at a higher priority, or their health is at a higher priority. So kind of think about what's important to you and where all this fits in your own life. So this next one, which I love, audacity, right? That's our 4th concept here. Be bold and set goals that are challenges to you. Dare to challenge assumptions or conventions that you have to tackle difficult goals, right? Set your goals as big, hairy, audacious goals, right? BHAG. So to decide if your goal is a BHAG or big, hairy, audacious goal, ask yourself, is it likely to achieve if I don't do anything, right? Is it just easy to achieve in general? Is it a push goal that will move me closer to living my ideal life, set in possibility? What sense of accomplishment will come from this goal? Cool, so big, hairy, audacious goals. That's what we're looking for in this worksheet. So next, we're gonna do our formatting. So formatting your goals in the correct way gives you the greatest likelihood of achieving them, right? A goal written in an incorrect format is likely to be wishy-washy and unachieved. So tips to formatting your goals correctly. Trickle back. Start with your 10-year goal in mind. Then we're gonna go work back to 5 and then to 1. Quantifiable. You must be able to measure your goal. Specific, right? Precisely articulate the desired activity, object, event, or outcome in the goal. Present tense. Write your vision and goals in the present tense. Affirmative language. State what you want, not what you don't want. Concise. Use as few words as possible. No justification is required, right? We don't need to know why you're doing it. We just want to know what it is. So by when, state when the goal will be achieved. Okay, so kind of run through this. Let's give an example, right? I want to lose weight is not an objectifiable, it's not a quantifiable goal, right? And there's no date associated with it, okay? So use some present tense, right? Let's say if you weigh 240 pounds, right? I am 230 pounds by October 2024, right? So speaking in present tense, you've stated what you want to do and you've stated a date, right? And that can be different things. We'll get into a couple other examples here in a little bit. All right, last one here, integrity, okay? So once your goals are set, consider how to incorporate them into your daily life to achieve them. How do you live with integrity to your vision and goals? Here are some ideas, right? Create a system to honor and achieve your goals. Do you use a day timer? Do you post your goals in the fridge? In the world that we live in now, you can set, there's plenty of apps on your phone to say, hey, check off, I achieved this goal today. Another old school way is to take a calendar. It's about to be beginning of the year. Take a calendar and put it up in either in your bathroom or your kitchen. Choose a goal, right? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be something like a personal goal of saying, hey, I want to spend 15 minutes off my phone with my kids when I get home. Doing it one time is not a hard thing. Doing it day in and day out is a hard thing though, right? And I know everybody out there, there's always something comes in the way and then you're like, oh, and you just forget about it. But having that calendar and marking it off with an X or maybe a sticker or a star every single day, you'll be able to see it over time. And after a while, you're like, man, I already made it a month through this. I don't want to end, right? I want to keep this trend going. So that is one way. Second way is enroll others so you know what you stand for, right? Sharing your goals with others who are also committed goal setters allows them to support and assist you. And so that's where we come in as a gym. So for the CrossFit 32-34 members, starting January 1st, we're gonna break off into groups. You'll have roughly 2 coaches assigned per group, and we're gonna be your support system, right? So what does that look like? We'll meet with you. We'll figure out how we can help you reach your goals as a gym. If there's something we can do more than that, we absolutely will. What does it look like for the groups? So throughout the year, we're gonna have different events. These will all be free events. So stuff like Murph, the Open you do have to pay for, and some other events that we're planning right now that you as a team, you will come up with a team name. Next Christmas party, so 2024 Christmas party, we are going to have a big trophy, right? Whoever is the winner is gonna have their name on there. They're gonna have that bragging right for the whole entire next year, and that'll be awesome, right? Following year after 2024, we're gonna break off, separate groups, switch it around a little bit. That way people get to meet different people. Cool. So kind of why we're doing this, right? We want to be able to help you all reach your goals and provide more value to you all as members. There's a choice every day in life. Choose the things that move you closer towards achieving your vision and goals rather than those things that are in conflict. So I'm gonna give one example here. Maybe you're going through Publix, right? Maybe you avoid the sweets if you're trying to lose weight. Maybe you walk down that fruit and vegetable aisle instead of going to the bakery section, even though I know it smells oh so good. All right, moving on. If at any point during this next page or from now on, you need to pause, please feel free to do so, fill it out, come back to the video. What do you want? We can sometimes focus too much on what we don't want, right? Since we know the law of attraction causes us to attract things that we are thinking about in our lives, it's important to know what we do want. So use this exercise to clarify the things that you want most in your life. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put what you want inside of the circle, what you don't want outside of the circle. At the end of this, all we ask for is there is one sheet at the end. It has a name. It is only your 1 year goal. That is all we ask back. If you want to share more, feel free to. We'd love to see it. But we know this can get really personal, right? And so we want to make sure, hey, feel comfortable doing this, right? We're not going to ask for it unless you want to show it. So what do you want? What do you not want? After that, we have 7 questions. What is possible for your life? And so this comes from Brian Tracy's Psychology of Achievement. And so the intention of these questions is get your mindset and the possibility of life in your vision and goals. So starting off with that first question, what are your 8 things you value most in life? In 30 seconds or less, write down the 3 most important goals in your life right now. Question number 3, what would you do if you won $1 million? Now I understand in these day and age, $1 million is not as much as it was in 2008 when this came out, I believe. So what would you do if you won $10 million? Or if $10 million is enough, $100 million, right? A life-changing amount of money. What would you do if you only had 6 months left to live? Number 5, what have you always wanted to do but been afraid to attempt? Number 6, and looking back at all the things you've done, what gives you the greatest feeling of importance? And number 7, what one great thing would you dare to dream if you knew you could not fail, right? So 7 questions. From our workshops, we found out that these are some of the harder questions to think about, right? So if it takes you a fair amount of time, that's okay. If there's a question that you're like, oh, I can only write one thing down for it, that's also okay, right? Don't beat yourself up too hard about this. Just try to do the best that you can. Once we get done with that, we're gonna go into that 10-year vision, right? So you're gonna flip back to page number 2 here. We'll flip back with y'all here. Boom, there we go. If I can pull it up here. All right, cool. So now you're in the mindset of possibility. Write your vision for your life, set 10 years from today, right? So that's that health, personal, and career, those 3 major domains, right? A powerful vision is set 10 years in the future. Is clear, concise, with enough detail to feel complete, right? Use a paragraph or 2. Incorporates all major domains in your life, which are written down there, health, personal, and career. Moves you emotionally, gets you excited, maybe even a little bit nervous, right? Gets you out of bed, but you're excited about it, but you're kind of nervous. Use this present tense language, write it as if you're already there, is authentic to you and grounded in your uniqueness and greatness to the world. All right, so that's what we're doing on this page, 10 years. All right, now we're getting into the goals. Okay, so you know what you want your life to look like in 10 years. Now we're gonna set these goals to help you get there. So break it down. We're gonna break down the goals into smaller goals, right? For example, if your goal is to do a handstand off without the wall, right? Set a goal to achieve it in a short amount of time that'll help you get there. So that could be, I will practice kicking up into a handstand 20 times a week for a month starting January 2024. Okay, write it in present tense. Write your goals in present tense as if those already happened. Get your mind thinking that your dreams don't have to be a dream, that they can be a reality. So an example of this is, I can do a handstand without the wall and hold it for 2 minutes by October 2024. Make it measurable. Can you measure the goal? If you can't measure the goal, it's not a goal, as we already talked about before, right? Biggest challenging part of goal setting. But there is a way to write each of your biggest, baddest goals so that they are measurable. If you have any questions about that, reach out to us. We are happy to work with y'all on that. Use affirmative language, right? Say what you will do, not what you won't do. This focuses your energy on the desired outcome rather than the actions and the behaviors that must stop, okay? And so that's not, I will stop eating sweets, okay? You're kind of focusing on what you won't do to help you reach your goals. Be specific, right? Make your goal as specific and concise as possible. Keep it under 15 words or less. No justification is required. You can always change your mind. The example I like to give is my 10-year personal goal 5 years ago now was to find a stable girlfriend. I am now engaged, crushed that goal, right? But hey, that was my goal. I don't know why it was 5 years ago. I didn't put a justification there, right? But you can always change your goals. Okay, so it may change a year from now or it may change 5 years from now, and that's okay. Life changes, things change. So by when, attach a goal to your date. State the month in addition to the year. Dates keep you accountable. All right, so our next page here is we're gonna go through that 10-year, that 5-year, and that 1-year goal. And so this is time where, hey, if you need to pause, feel free to, right? Think about it. If you have questions, let us know. When you're done, all we ask is this 1-year goal sheet. I'm gonna pop a picture of it up on it right now. So just name, date, so that way we know who you are, we know what year it is, and then your 1-year personal, career, and health. That way we can try to help y'all reach it. So last page we have here, the whys. So this originally came from the Toyota Motor Company, right? When starting anything new, like a nutrition or exercise program, you think about why. Okay, so the 5 whys was originally used by Toyota. Very simple and reveals our deepest motivations as to why we want something, right? So when you want to accomplish something, you first ask why. So why do I want to accomplish this? Then whatever you come up with, again, ask it, so on 5 times. Okay, so as you answer these questions, we're not going to see these, right? We know whys are very personal. Be honest with your intentions. Be curious about what's beneath the surface. Be compassionate with yourself. So why are you picking this goal? Why do you want to achieve that? Why is that important? Why will that make a difference? And why will that matter? Right? So hopefully when things get hard with your goals, you can think back to your why and say, I'm doing this. I'm working on being healthier so I can be around my kids longer, so I can pick up my grandkids. Okay? I know that's a lot of things. It could be so I can look better naked, right? Your why is your why, but that's something that you can lean on when things get hard, when you're working towards your goal. So that's all it is, right? That's the whole CrossFit 32-34 vision and goal plan sheet. As we always say at the end of these videos, Jesus loves you, I love you. If y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out, Instagram, Facebook, ask one of your coaches, right? We want to make sure that we are here for you to be able to help y'all reach your goals. So if there's anything we can do, please let us know. Have a great day. Thank y'all so much.